Hello and welcome to the Astral Guide. I'm Shireen, and in this video I am going to talk about a dream example that covers something that I've termed or coined, I suppose, a C.P.R. dream. So it's a collective, prophetic, repetitive dream. And I do get these a lot, but this one is quite big and it's been repeating over the last, I'd say, 4 months on and off, and it has to do with Elon and Dr. Jordan Peterson. So normally I don't speak about these kinds of dreams because I really don't need to prove myself to anybody or need validation of any kind. But I believe one of the reasons that I'm seeing these things is that other people always need the proof. It's always other people. So if I'm on this channel teaching things, well, then I'm going to pick up things that are going to be useful to the viewers, and to those who are interested in advancing their dream skills. And I believe that when you've done enough work on yourself, you start to pick up things collectively. And as a Capricorn, I pick up on collective themes a lot. So, like I said, it's C.P.R, it's collective, prophetic, and repetitive. And this one is a very interesting one, I have to say. So, this began just shortly before the whole Twitter, controversial Twitter thing with Elon, okay? And I saw he turned up in my astral. Now, this was about a month before the whole Twitter thing happened. And I have absolutely no prejudice against any of these people. I think they're both masterminds. They're both, geniuses in their own right. I have a lot of respect for Jordan Peterson, and I have a lot of respect for Elon, but I do see potential on the way between these two people. But the vibe with Elon has been a bit weird, I have to be honest. And when I feel a vibe, I always ask myself, am I projecting something? Because I don't know this person. I have no reason to have any prejudice. And I always question myself. And that's when I get an answer in the astral. So a little tip that I will give you in regards to people that you see in the astral or situations in your life, give it 2 times, at least, 2 times for them to show up. Third time is even better to kind of make a judgment call on the situation. Definitely I would give it the third time if you can. That's pretty much a sealed deal if you ask me. So what I saw with Elon was strange. I'm not going to give all the details because some things are just better left unsaid. And he showed up in kind of a laboratory setting. And he was looking through the window at me. And he was looking toward me to see what I was up to. So I was kind of being studied, which was very strange. It was like there was an unspoken communication. There was no telepathy, which was very odd, very, very strange, very eerie, a very intense silence is the way I can put it. So that was that, just that part. And after that, I said, I wonder what's going to come of that. And everybody I was speaking to at the time that I know myself personally were saying so many great things about this guy, Elon, that he's a genius, that he's super smart and everything, which absolutely he is, And I reply to people, I say, smart isn't always good. Smart is good, but it's not always good. Our smartphones have 2 sides to them. I used to say years ago, if we were clever, we wouldn't buy smart things, And he is very powerful. that kind of power is under inspection at the moment, as we can all see. So what happened was I was talking to three different people, sorry, at the time, right before the Twitter thing. And I said, his shadow side is about to come out, because I saw something else as well. And they were like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And he bought Twitter. And as I was saying that, within that week, he got booted off his own platform by none other than his own rule for whatever he was doing. I don't really follow too much. I keep my finger on the pulse with things in the news, but I'm not into politics and religion and all that stuff. I'm just, it's not my kind of thing. And it just goes to show you, back to the karmic rule, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. He's the richest person in the world. God give it and God take it away, just like that. And what I saw was quite upsetting, it was distressing. And a lot of people saw the same thing. It was like he was taking his shadow work, his old wounds, his maybe he had some old scores to settle from his pain, his trauma that was showing up in this platform, and then taking digs at people, which you don't do that kind of thing. That's not what you use a platform like that for. And I've never used Twitter anyway, because it's quite negative. It's pretty much a hate ground. There's so much negativity there. I've never been interested in it. He went and took a dig at Stephen King and Trent Reznor. And anybody who knows me knows Trent Reznor is like my rock father. He is. If there's one man I look up to, it's him. And I was like, it kind of seems like the scientist envy of the artist type of vibe going on here. I'm not sure. I was just trying to speculate and come to some kind of a conclusion myself. And that happens a lot. The scientists get envious of the artists and vice versa in this world. So that was the first segment of the dream. Okay. And then I saw Dr. Jordan Peterson come to me, and he was actually helping me